Hello and welcome to my October haul video. I have gotten over 130 volumes of manga in the month of October. Obviously I did not mean to get that many volumes. There was just a bunch of deals that I took advantage of, a bunch of series that I was able to get for cheap. So everything on the table here I got here in the month of October from 10 different places, tons of pickups. Go ahead and watch the rest of the video. I'll break down and show you everything I got. If there's anything you've read and you want to tell me about, go ahead and let me know in the comments. And then like and subscribe. Thanks a lot. Okay, so I'm going to start with Right Stuf. I got 3 giant Right Stuf boxes this month. Mix of pre-orders, some back-ordered stuff, some sales. So let's go ahead and start with my pre-orders. So we've got Mashal, Magic and Muscles Volume 3. This is a really fun comedy series. If anyone hasn't checked it out, this is the 3rd volume. We've got JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 5, Volume 2. I've been slowly getting these hardcovers. I actually have still not even started reading this series yet, so I really need to get on that. I got a bundle of a bunch of them, all of Part 1 and 2, so I should, I have enough to start reading now, so I'll definitely get into those sometime soon here. We've got the Attack on Titan Omnibus Volume 1, which contains Volumes 1, 2, and 3 of the smaller releases. I know there's been a bunch of these Attack on Titan releases. There's hardcovers, there's the singles. I figure I actually haven't read any Attack on Titan before, but I figure I'd try out this omnibus. If I ended up loving it, then I'd probably go and get the hardcovers. We have Witch Hat Atelier Volume 8, one of my favorite ongoing series currently. Fantastic artwork, highly recommended. This is Volume 8. Then we've got a new series that just kind of caught my eye. We've got The Masterful Cat is Depressed Again Today, Volume 1. This is a new ongoing series. I love cats, love manga, so I figure I'd give it a shot. This is Volume 1. Then we've got Number 5 of Volume 2 by Taiyo Matsumoto. I read Volume 1, really enjoyed it. Looking forward to the 2nd volume. Glad that Viz Media decided to start re-putting these out in English and actually finishing the series. Then we've got Spy X Family Volume 6. If you haven't watched my other videos, I had bought Volume 1, ended up not reading it for a couple months, and then when I did read it, I really liked it. Went to get some other volumes, and of course, all the middle volumes are sold out. So I currently have 1 and 5, and then here is 6. And then we've got Komi Can't Communicate Volume 15. I enjoyed the first few volumes I read of this, but I'm missing Volume 6, which is out of print, so hopefully that comes back into print soon so I can continue that series. Then we've got Boys Run the Riot Volume 3, another one of my favorite ongoing series. Just a fantastic series, great artwork, great story and characters. I highly recommend this if anybody hasn't heard of it. Boys Run the Riot Volume 3. And then we've got Codename Sailor V Eternal Edition Volume 1. I have all the Sailor Moon Eternal Editions, and they're also releasing 2 Eternal Editions of Codename Sailor V, which is a prequel series. I've never read these. I'm just now reading through the regular Sailor Moon Eternal Editions, and I just finished Volume 7, so getting near the end. And these are really great releases. As you can see, a lot of nice color pages, really thick paper. It's got the kind of French flaps here. It's got a nice holographic cover. Definitely recommend these Eternal Editions if you're a Sailor Moon fan. Okay, and now on to some back-ordered and sale stuff from Right Stuf. Jujutsu Kaisen I took advantage of, they were having a sale, I think in July, where most of the volumes were like 5 something a piece. So I ordered all of them, even though, you know, I figured I'd try that series out. It's a pretty popular series. And so far they've sent me 1, 10, and 11. So I just got, they finally sent me some more. So here's what I got. They sent me volume 2. They sent me volume 3. They sent me volume 6. They sent me volume 7. Volume 8. Volume 9. And then volume 12. So now I'm just missing 0, 4, and 5, it looks like. Then I can actually start reading those. This next series, I'm a big fan of Death Note. In my last haul, I had bought the Bakuman box set, and this was a series that I planned on picking up eventually, and they had some volumes on sale at Right Stuf, so I started picking up volumes of Platinum End. So here's everything they actually had in stock that they sent me. So we've got volume 4, and these have some really nice kind of holographic covers too. Holographic is not the correct word, but you know what I mean. Volume 6. Volume 7. Volume 8. And if anybody has read this series and has any thoughts, go ahead and let me know. I've heard good, you know, I see people talk about it in their hauls and they enjoy it, so looking forward to checking it out. Got volume 9. Volume 10. And I'm actually not sure if this series has ended or not, if it's still going. I think it's either ended or close to the end. We've got 11. And we've got 12. This is a really nice cover. And then we got 13. So that was all the volumes that they had actually in stock. And then they sent them to me all in one box. So that's all the Platinum End I got from them. Okay, and this next series, they had, in a previous sale, they had sent me volume 2 and 3, and they finally got volume 1 back in stock, and that is Nicola Traveling Around the Demon's World. This looks like a cute series. I'm glad finally volume 1 came in so I can start it up. And then this series was on the last sale, and they sent me the first 3 volumes. I think volume 4 was back ordered. But we have Our Dreams at Dusk. There you go. Got volume 1, volume 2, and volume 3. And then I had received the first 13 volumes of Golden Kamui, or Kamui, from a Reddit haul, and so I ordered some more of the volumes that Right Stuf had in stock. So they did not have 14, but I got 15, 16, 17, 18, and I still haven't started reading that series either. So I have the first 13 volumes, haven't checked it out. It looks like something I'll definitely enjoy, but you know, if not, I have enough of it that I can always sell it or trade it to someone for another series. We have 19, and we have 20. 21, 22, which is probably my favorite cover of the ones we've had so far. I and then 23. So I got 15 through 23 of this series from Right Stuf. And then we've got, this was one that was on a sale, and they sent me volume 1, and now they've sent me volume 3 of Giant Spider and Me, a post-apocalyptic tale. I think volume 3 is the final volume here. Volume 2 seems to be really hard to find. I actually had to order it from Amazon third party to get. So here's volume 3. I'm still waiting on a bunch of back-ordered volumes of this series. They only sent me volume 3 on this batch, and it looks like I'm still missing volumes 4 through 7 is what I'm still missing of this series after receiving this volume. Okay, and then we've got a series that was in one of the recent sales that I'd never heard of. Looks cute. We've got Rainbow and Black, volume 1. Really nice colors there. Got volume 2. And volume 3. Okay, speaking of really nice colors, we've got volume 1 of Psalm 100, Bucket List of the Dead. This is a really popular series. I just it didn't look like something I would normally like, but I figured I'd give it a shot, which I do with some of these really popular series. Usually give it 2 or 3 volumes. So here's volume 1, and then volume 3. They did not have volume 2 in stock, but some nice colors on these covers. And then this series here, I've been meaning to pick up for a while, and I threw them into one of my purchases. Into one of my orders. We've got Dementia 21 by Kago. Here's kind of the really good artwork on the back. So we've got volume 1 here, and then we've also got volume 2. Volume 1 and 2 of Dementia 21. And then another large-sized book that I got this was in one of the recent sales, was My Brother's Husband, and this looks kind of like a phone book style. It's really big volume. So here is that. This looks like a really interesting series. Looking forward to reading that. And then my final pickup from Right Stuf. This series is one that everybody's trying to get all the volumes for. I had volumes 1 and volume 3, so thankfully all the remaining volumes came back into stock. So of course I'm talking about Goodnight Pun Pun. We've got volume 2. Big fan of Ennio Asano. Can't wait to finally be able to read this series. We've got volume 4, and I've heard some, it's rated M, so I've heard some pretty dark stuff about this series. Volume 5. We've got volume 6. These are all pretty thick books. And then we've got the smallest volume. We've got volume 7, which is, I'm pretty sure, is the final volume. So, yes, that is. It says right on the back, this is the end, Pun Pun. So I assume this is the last volume. And that was everything I got from Right Stuf. Okay, and I had a couple orders from Instock Trades come in this month. So here's everything I got from Instock Trades. First, we've got a series from Natsume Ono, who I'm a fan of. I've wanted to pick up this series for a while. I never see it pop up on any sales. I never find it used anywhere. And I was just, I'm thinking, this is a lesser known series. At some point, it's going to go out of print and I'm not going to be able to get it. So Instock Trades had it for a decent discount. So I went ahead and picked up all the volumes of this series. It is ACCA 13 Territory Inspection Department. And if you've seen Ono's artwork, you kind of know this is probably a little, this looks a little more maybe polished, I would say, than kind of her normal artwork. But here is volume 1. Got volume 2. And this is a Yen Press release. Volume 3. Like the colors. Volume 4. Don't know too much about this series. Some sort of spy series, I think. Volume 5. And the final volume is volume 6. So that's all of the main series. And then there was also 2 side volumes that say PS. So I assume this is a side story or about some side characters. There was 2 volumes of this. So I picked up volume 1 and volume 2. This cover's like a little dinged up there. And then I had here, speaking of Inio Asano from my Goodnight Pun Pun pickups, I also got the last 2 volumes I needed of Dead Dead Demons, DDD Destruction. So I got volumes 2 and volume 9. So that completes. Now I have volumes 1 through 10. And then I also got some older classic manga that I've, that looked like something I would like, and I kind of added on to some orders. So here we have The Sky is Blue with a Single Cloud. I think it says here this is the first time in English. This is I think a book from maybe the 70s. Let's see the artwork here. This is put out by Drawn and Quarterly. I also picked up Red Colored Elegy. This is another older volume. Same thing from Drawn and Quarterly. And then we've got, this is a hardcover. This is called Red Snow. This one is, I think, Drawn and Quarterly again. This one. And then I picked up a bunch of Platinum End volumes in the Right Stuff haul. Here's one of the volumes they did not have in stock. So I got volume 5. That's the only volume that was in stock at Instock Trades. And then we've got volume 6 of The Witch and the Beast. I had gotten the first 5 volumes of this series, really enjoyed it, and so here's volume 6. I think that's as far as this series is at the moment. And here is a series I knew nothing about, other than it's by the same creator of Witch Hat Atelier. I didn't know anything about this. I think there's 3 volumes. Instock Trade had the first 2. I think the pronunciation is Anal and Duelia. So it has a similar, definitely similar art style to Witch Hat, just a little more mature. But nice, kind of bizarre looking covers. So that's volume 1. And then here is volume 2. And that was everything from Instock Trades. Okay, and this next batch is from Barnes & Noble. You saw that I got in volumes 1, 5, and 6 of this series already. Barnes & Noble finally got back in stock volume 4, so now we're just waiting on volumes 2 and 3. I think they're listed for November to come back in stock, but they did get volume 4 and they sent me. This is one of the volumes of Platinum End that Right Stuff and Instock Trades didn't have in, so I picked this up while I was at the store. We have volume 2. And then we've got Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead Volume 2. So now I have volumes 1 through 3 of this. I have read through the first 3 volumes. It's all right. I'm not really too impressed by it. The story's kind of doing not too much for me. But I do have volume 4 pre-ordered, so I'm gonna give it the 4 volumes and then decide if I want to keep it or get rid of it. And here we have a series called Blank Canvas, My So-Called Artist Journey. This is by the creator of Princess Jellyfish, a series I really enjoyed. I was able to find the first 4 volumes. You'll see later on in the haul. This is the last volume of the series, and Barnes & Noble had it, so I picked that up. And then we've got volume 14 of Golden Kamuy. I do not know how to pronounce stuff, so that's probably wrong. But this was the middle volume that I was missing from the regular, the first 13 volumes I had, and then the 14 through 23 that I got in from Right Stuf. And then here is the volume of this series that Instock Trades didn't have. It's the final volume of Anel and Dwelia, volume 3. It says final right on the cover. Like I said, big fan of Witch Hat. Can't wait to actually check out this series. And then we've got Skullface Bookseller Honda-san Volume 3. So I've been waiting on Right Stuf to send me this volume for, probably a good 4 or 5 months. I had I had 1, 2, and 4, and they just never got this volume back in stock. And I happened to see it at Barnes & Noble, so I grabbed it and canceled my Right Stuf back order of it. And I've actually already read through all 4 volumes of the series, and I really enjoyed it. It's definitely a lot of kind of background of kind of someone running a manga or working in a manga store in Japan. So there's definitely a lot of stuff as an American that I don't understand. But I thought it came through as someone who has worked retail in my life. There's definitely kind of that common bond that no matter where in the world you've worked retail, there's a bond, and you can kind of figure out and learn from the story. I really enjoyed it. It was definitely a cute, fun series. And then I recently read through Claudine, which is a story by Ryoko Akita, and thought it was great. I know she had done a book called The Rose of Versailles, and I had seen that they had been releasing these really nice hardcovers, as you can see here, from Udon, and of course most of them are starting to are out of stock, selling for high prices on the secondary market. So Barnes & Noble had book 2 and book 3. So book 1 is going for like $100 everywhere, but thankfully, and actually book 2 is actually going for like $100 everywhere. But my closest Barnes & Noble actually had a copy in stock, and I had a coupon, so I got book 2, and then I also got book 3. So it says right on the back that it's of 5. So it looks like, I think at least volume 4 is already out. Maybe all 5 are out. But now I just got to try to hunt down volume 1 of The Rose of Versailles. Can't wait to read this. Okay, this next pickup is from Platinum Manga. And if you've seen any of my previous videos, I've been picking up a lot of these old Tezuka books that Platinum Manga has been re-releasing or releasing in English, most of them for the first time, and most of them are kickstarted. So this is the most recent release that they had. I ordered it directly from their website. It is called Wonder 3, and I think this one is more for kids. It's an all ages book. It is really thick, as you can see here. Some really nice artwork. And now I have about 20 of these from Platinum Manga releases. So this is the one thing I got from them. And then I got 2 books from Glacier Bay Books. and they are a small book company that is releasing some more indie manga into the English language, and so I picked up 2 volumes from them. This first one is actually how I found out about this store. I found it someone's Reddit post. They had a picture of this volume, and I thought the artwork looked like something I would enjoy, and I did. Sure enough, I picked it up. So here we have Magician A. And this is a mature book. But yeah, here's that one. And then the second book is called Children of Mootown. This one just got sent to me. I've not read this one yet. Look at the artwork here. So these are both 2 indie books from Glacier Bay Books. You can find them online. They're releasing, they're definitely getting a lot of smaller books that you would never really see released by Viz or Kodansha. Definitely check them out. Okay, and we have a bunch of these next 3 pickups are from 3 different used media and bookstores that we have here in Arizona. This first few volumes I got from Zia Records. I usually go there. We've got probably I think 4 or 5 locations around me, so I usually check them out every couple weeks. And I was able to get I Am a Hero Omnibus Volume 1. This series has always intrigued me, but there's a lot of volumes of these omnibuses. But got this one for a low price, so picked up volume 1 of that. And then I also got 2 volumes of Anonymous Noise, another series that has always caught my eye, but there's a lot of volumes, so kind of overwhelming too. But they had volumes 1 and volume 3, so I picked up both volumes of those. And this series, I had gotten volumes 1 through 5 from a Changing Hands bookstore a while ago. Enjoyed the series. Didn't love it enough to where I was going to rush out and buy all the books from Right Stuf, but I found a batch of them from Bookman's, local used bookstore, and they had quite a bunch for pretty much half price. We've got volume 6 of The Ancient Magus Bride. We've got volume 7. Volume 8. If you like fantasy series, magicians, wizards, fairies, magic stuff, you'll probably enjoy this series. 10. 11. Volume 12. Volume 13. Volume 14. And volume 15. So now I have volumes 1 through 15 of the series. I think that might actually be everything so far. I know there's a couple spin-off series at least. I've seen those, when I'm looking through Right Stuf. But I now have volumes 1 through 15 of that. And then they also had this book, All My Darling Daughters. This looked familiar to me. After I was kind of flipping through it, I realized I actually owned this back 10 plus years ago when I was really into comics and had a few volumes of manga. I had this volume, and I remember enjoying it, but I picked this back up. This is by Fumi Yoshinaga, the creator of Oku, which is a book that I see around all the time. I haven't picked that up. Looks like this is a short story collection. And then this series I always want to pick up. It looks, it just looks adorable. Hakumi and Makochi, Volume 1. Unfortunately, they only had Volume 1 there. I definitely would have picked up more volumes. I've been wanting to read this series. I just love how the covers look. And as you can see here, got some really cute artwork. Looking forward to reading this and getting more of these. And that was everything from Bookman's. And then I had one pickup from Half Price Books. I went to a couple of those this month. I didn't find anything really that interesting, but you know, I felt like picking something up, so I grabbed this, and this is the Ancient Magus Bride Supplement Volume 1. And this is just kind of, you know, if you've read any of these supplements before, kind of like how there's that Volume 13 of Death Note. It's kind of just tells you a little bit about the series. You know, you'll get some character breakdowns, usually some interviews, stuff like that. So I haven't read this one, but this one was like $6, so I picked up Ancient Magus Bride Supplement Volume 1. These next books I all got from eBay. So we've got, I think, 3 different eBay batches that I got. This first one here, Presents by Kaneko Anuki. You know, it's an older book. We've got Volume 1 here. This is by CMX. Have known nothing about this book other than obviously it's a scary book. It just had a creepy cover and I had to pick it up. So I picked up Presents Volume 1. It's not in, you know, it's not in the greatest condition. It's an older book, but it was a decent price. And then I showed in the Barnes & Noble that I had gotten Volume 5 of this series. And from eBay for a cheap price, I got Volumes 1 through 4 from the same person. As you can see, if you read Princess Jellyfish, not quite as cartoony of an art style as that series, but this is an autobiographical manga by the creator of Princess Jellyfish. So we've got Volume 1 here. I've got Volume 2. Volume 3, and these are all in pretty good condition. I think I got all 4 volumes for like $20 something, $22 with shipping. So I got Volumes 1 through 4 of that series. And then this next batch, I all bought from the same person, came in one bundle. We've got Metropolis by Tezuka. This is an older Dark Horse release. This one's long out of print. I was meant to read this, and so I got volume, or it's a 1 volume thing, but we've got Metropolis. And then he also had Triton of the Sea Volume 1. This is another one of those digital manga releases, or platinum manga releases. There's this. I know there's 2 volumes of this, and he had Volume 1 in stock. It's not, you know, it's definitely used, but for a cheap price. And then he had this volume on his eBay store for like $4. So it, you know, I had never heard of this, but I checked it up on Goodreads real quick, and it had some good reviews. So I had him add it to the Triton of the Sea and the Metropolis order for an extra $4. And had it shipped in the same box. So we've got Maiden Railways. Here we go. It's got some nice artwork. Don't know too much about this. I think this is a short story collection. Looks like a romance, kind of a slice of life romance book about people on the train. But here we got Maiden Railways. And that was everything that I got from eBay. I did get, I've actually never purchased anything through Facebook Marketplace before, but I had some stuff to sell on there, and I just happened to find this volume on Facebook Marketplace, and shipped it was like $23. So I've been wanting to pick up this, and it was finally in stock, or someone had it for sale on Facebook Marketplace. We have Tekken Concrete, black and white, all-in-one. And this is really hard to find, especially at a decent price. So getting this for $23 shipped in pretty good condition, I really couldn't pass that up. As you can see here, And that was my only purchase that I've made so far from Facebook Marketplace. Okay, and I had 2 pickups from Amazon this month. This one was from Amazon third-party seller. This is Giant Spider and Me, A Post-Apocalyptic Tale, Volume 2. I got Volumes 1 and 3 in, and Volume 2 was hard to find everywhere. But this third-party seller had this for, I think this was $10. It looks like it's in fairly good condition, other than, it's got the remainder mark on it, which is not a big deal to me. But now I can read through this 3-volume series. And then this is probably one of the best hauls I've gotten. I got this from Amazon UK from a third-party seller, and it is The Heart of Thomas by Moto Hagayo. This is one of the only Moto Hagayo books that I have not, that I did not own, that was released in English, and I got this volume for $40. It's going for around 200 most places. I just happened to search for it on Bookfinder. Someone was selling it on Amazon UK. I expected it to get refunded or to get canceled before it even got shipped to me, and it arrived. And it didn't list on there that it was an ex-library book, but it was. It had library stickers on it that I was able to use Googon and get rid of them. But otherwise, it's in fairly good condition. One of the weird things is, as you can see by this stamp here, it was from a third-party seller on Amazon UK, but it is a book from a New Jersey public library, and it got shipped from New Jersey. So that is weird. And so we've got a little sticker here and a stamp here on the back. So I left those on. I'm not too worried about those, but otherwise I was able to get all the stickers off fairly well. Everything's in decent condition, especially for $40. It was shipped kind of in like one of those Amazon, like kind of really thin paper cardboardy box bag type things. So I think some of this damage, like the little corner and little dings here, might have happened more in shipping than from, it's a pretty sturdy hardcover book. But yeah, I can't wait to read this. I had hoped that, I think this is made by Fantagraphics, yeah. I was hoping that this was going to get reprinted. I'd reached out to Fantagraphics about them possibly reprinting this, because this one's been out of print for a while, and they've been reprinting some of Moto Hagayo's stuff, and they did get back to me and said they do plan on reprinting it. They didn't have anything to announce or anything concrete, but it was most likely going to happen. So if that does happen, I'll end up buying a new copy just to support. But I'm glad to have this volume and to be able to read it, especially for a decent price. Okay, and these next 2 piles here are both things I got from Reddit swap. I've been posting on Reddit ever since I really started getting into manga, and the Reddit manga community has been really good. I've gotten some good deals, gotten a lot of knowledge from seeing what other people are picking up. This series I've heard a lot of good things about. I kind of love the colors and the look of it, and someone was having a really good deal for the first 10 volumes, all in good condition, and that is Land of the Lustrous. So I got volumes 1 through 10 of this series. It's a good Dansha book. It's got great covers. Really looking forward to finally getting to read this. It's got 1, 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, it's a great cover, Volume 5, Volume 6, Volume 7. These are progressively getting a little bit thicker as they go. Volume 8. I don't know if this is all of the volumes that have been released so far or not, but I couldn't pass up volumes 1 through 10 for a good price, and that is volume 10. Okay, and this next series is a series that I've wanted to pick up ever since I first saw it. I just love how it looks. I love the covers. You know, it just looked like a book that I needed to have. And what actually interesting story that happened is I actually had won or had made a purchase of all of this series from someone on a Reddit swap about a week before this purchase that I have here. And what happened is they sold them to me. They were going to take 2 days to ship them to me. You know, they were busy before they were going to get to ship them, and they had the books laying out. And a couple days, like right when they were supposed to be shipping them to me, I got a message saying that their niece had colored in a bunch of the pages, ruining the books, and so they were not going to be able to sell them anymore. So I was pretty disappointed because, like I said, I've always wanted to read this series, and but you know, luckily for me, a week later, someone was selling the same exact series, the same exact number of volumes, for an actual even cheaper price. And some of these were actually, the last one of these was actually still shrink wrapped. And this is A Bride's Story. This is by Kaoru Mori, the same creator who did the Emma hardcovers. And I just love how these books look. I mean, it's got a dust jacket. And these are just really nice looking. I love the colors. I mean, that's just some great art here. I can't wait to start reading this series. But I got all of the volumes that are currently out for this series. So we've got volume 1, we've got volume 2. I mean, just great colors, great art. This is a fantastic Yen Press release. So volumes 3, volume 4, volume 5. And again, if you've read this series, let me know your thoughts. It's everything I've seen makes me believe that I'm really going to enjoy it. Volume 6. Volume 7. Volume 8. Volume 9. I really need to find those Emma hardcovers for a decent price, but there's a couple volumes of that series, or at least one of the hardcovers is going for crazy amounts of money, so it doesn't look like anytime soon I'm going to be getting that series. And volume 11. And this final volume, volume 12, was actually still shrink wrapped. And these are all in like perfect condition. They look like they've never been read. So yeah, volumes 1 through 12 of A Bride's Story. If you're a manga reader, collector, definitely sign up for Reddit. Definitely check out their, join the community, check out the swap area. I'm always finding good deals. You got to be quick. Got to make sure you check there, definitely daily if you're looking for to get good deals, because I'm always finding great stuff there. People confirm trades, so you can see who already has previously confirmed trades, so you don't get scammed. You use PayPal, you do it as, you don't do friends and family. That's a good way to lose your money if it's someone that you don't trust. So you do everything as a purchase, and so everything's safe and on the up and up. But yeah, can't wait to read A Bride's Story. So that was my October haul video. I started doing these once a month to show what I ended up purchasing during the month. This is definitely going to be one of the biggest ones that I've had. I doubt, probably normally is going to be around 50 volumes that I've gotten. To have, once it got over 100, I was like, come on, and now we're at 130. That's quite a lot. So thanks for watching my video. Like I said in the beginning, if you have any comments about the series that I picked up, go ahead and let me know. I usually don't mention in the videos like how much I'm paying for stuff. I usually kind of don't like that, but if you have any questions, you want a specific, like how much I paid for something, go ahead and let me know in the comments and I'll let you know. But yeah, I'll definitely have a reading log video for the month of October, probably in a couple weeks. I'll show what I read during the month, and then at the end of November, I'll have a November haul video. So thanks again.